Lee Peterson Uncle Ruckus shtick is getting so out of control that even the Uncle Ruckuses and the sellouts who watch him and enjoy his content, even they're getting sick of him. Even they're telling him, hey, bro, you're going too far, man, with the bootlicking. Believe it or not, Jesse Lee Peterson got a lot of black men who watch him. And those black men were really upset at Jesse Lee Peterson and disappointed in what he had to say in regards to Donald Trump posting the Obamas as monkeys. Now, I don't know what they expected from Jesse Lee Peterson, but apparently they were disappointed in what he had to say. I was not disappointed nor shocked. I expected exactly what you're about to hear from Jesse Lee Peterson.
Has taken down a Truth Social video depicting former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys. The White House says a staffer erroneously made the post. It was up for 12 hours. Senator Tim Scott posted to X, quote, praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it. The video was mostly about vote counting technology before scrolling to an apparent AI-generated image of the Obamas' faces photoshopped onto two monkeys, a racist trope. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says, quote, this is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. The clip from Trump's post is not from Disney's The Lion King, as the movie does not feature gorillas or orangutans. Barack Obama's former national security advisor denounced the video, calling Trump a, quote, stain on American history. The White House has dismissed the video, calling the criticism, quote, fake outrage.
Devils fighting devils. Why can't you just look at that, feel nothing, think nothing about it? Why can't you do that? And then now you can react, and that's what the politicians that deliver media want you to do so you can vote for them. That's all it is. And can you feel this love tonight? It's where we are. It's just a picture. It's not you. Even if it were you, it wouldn't even matter. It's just a picture. And you're overreacting. And that's what the spirit of evil want you to do. And the spirit of evil inside of others are encouraging you to do it so they can control you. Even the weak Tim Scott, I didn't even know he's still around. Oh, you gotta take that down. That's racist. Well, boo! And they're just words. And you believe the words.
I'm going to spare y'all the filibuster. Just know Jesse didn't criticize Trump not once. Jesse didn't condemn this not once. Jesse didn't talk about Trump and his excuses and his lies in the cover-up of him posting this video about the Obamas. No, Jesse spent his time criticizing the left and liberals for reacting to this, criticizing black people for being offended by this, and even questioning, how is it racist to post black people as monkeys? It's just a picture. What he said got a lot of pushback from his own base, because even the usual edgelords are like, hey, bruh, like, yo, even the sellout black folks is like, hey, man, I can't rock with black folks being posted as monkeys. Like, I'm not doing that level of tap dancing. So Jesse Lee Peterson had a call-in show for people to call in and voice their, I guess, disagreements. And one of his fans called in. Now, I didn't know people were calling themselves Jesse Lee Peterson fans in the big 2026, but apparently they are. Dude called in to let Jesse Lee Peterson know that he's disappointed in him and he's no longer a fan.
Jerome is out of New Jersey. Jerome, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how are you?
All is well, Jerome.
Yeah. So, you know...
Are you on the speakerphone or something, Jerome?
No. Why, can you hear me?
Yeah, speak right into the phone.
Okay, is this good?
Yeah, that is. Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, I've listened to you. I've been listening to you for years and almost every day. And, you know, sometimes I call in, and usually me and you, I agree with certain things that you say.
Right.
I disagree with certain things that you say.
Yeah.
And usually the things that I disagree with, you know, sometimes I call in, talk about it, I move forward from it, and that's just it. But I think your comments yesterday about Trump's post on Obama's, you know, putting their faces on monkeys, honestly, I think I've lost all respect for you, Jesse.
Okay. And what am I supposed to do about that?
I think you should honestly consider why you speak the way that you do.
You were upset about a post that had nothing to do with you?
No, I wasn't about that. I was about your comments toward it.
What did I say? I forgot.
You said basically you gave every excuse in the book why this was okay, and somehow the people that responded to it or that were angry about it, that they were wrong. And not the president, Daddy didn't do anything wrong. Everybody else did.
I'm just lost for words and flabbergasted, bewildered at this entire engagement I'm watching. You could have chosen a lot of people to give your respect to, and you chose Jesse Lee Peterson. What about Jesse Lee Peterson is respectable? I want to know. Now,
so just before this here continues, this person here, Jesse Lee Peterson, judging from that call from the caller, watching or listening to whatever he's doing his podcast, you can tell that Jesse Lee Peterson is not actually worried or concerned about what the caller is saying. He's not really sorry for what he's saying. And maybe that's as he should be, because being everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You're listening to him, you're listening to his podcast, so obviously he's going to have his own opinion. So whether it's right or wrong, he knows, you know, but he doesn't look sorry for what he said. Also, for them to depict people of African roots or ethnicity attached to apes or monkeys, that I think is not to be accepted. It's got a racial connotation to it. To attach anybody, any race group or any group of people to an ape or a monkey, for me, I feel like that's disrespectful.
I understand if you're like one of those sellouts or edgelords, like who got some type of, I don't know, affinity, all right, for white power. Okay, cool, right? Now, if you want to say, hey, man, I respect Nick Fuentes, even though he is a despicable, violently racist human being, I got some level of respect for him. There'll be someone understandable. You were probably just cucked out and got like a man crush on him or something, right? Or you think he's smart. But Jesse Lee Peterson is dumb. Jesse Lee Peterson is not successful. Jesse Lee Peterson is a sellout. Jesse Lee Peterson is a closeted homosexual. Like, what about Jesse Lee Peterson screams a man to respect? If anything Jesse could do right now to earn all of our respect is for him to come out the closet and stop masquerading and parading, as a straight man when he's not. He's never been married. He don't have kids. He has like over 24 gay men who has came forward and said Jesse Lee Peterson has engaged in intercourse with them. But what about a man like Jesse Lee Peterson who is not only dishonest in general with his takes, his opinions, his facts?
This part of this fucking interview or whatever this is, this thing of bringing up a person's sexual preference and all that, I don't know why is it even mentioned or even brought up, or what relevance does it have to this overall topic. Now what they're speaking of, just for me, it's just fucking off-putting.
But he's also dishonest with himself. What about that man would make you respect him? So,
repeat that.
Everybody else that responded to that post and that were angry about that post, everybody did something wrong. But Trump didn't do anything wrong.
What did I say about it? I forgot what I said. Remind me.
You said that these are just words, and why does this bother you when y'all don't really care, and this is all in your head? And basically, Trump gets held to he gets no responsibility for what he does.
But what was wrong? What I don't quite understand you wrong, and I do appreciate your call. Why were you bothered? And Trump said he didn't even know that was at the end of that.
He did. No, he knew it.
You didn't believe him?
He knew it. No, I didn't.
Why didn't you believe him? Why didn't you believe him?
Why did you?
No, why didn't you believe him?
Because he posted it. How would he not know what's at the end of his own video, Jesse? You don't even believe that.
He didn't even have time to look at it, he said.
And why do you believe that?
I'm watching in real time a Jesse Lee Peterson fan begin to really see Jesse for who he is. Disingenuous, bad faith, stupid, right? That's Jesse Lee Peterson. So Jesse is doing everything in his power to avoid having to criticize Trump, right? How do I know that Trump knew what was like in that video? A, he posted it so it falls on him regardless. 2, is a presidential account. I don't think a presidential account is having random people just post various things without things going back and forth. 3, they admitted they lied. Like, they admitted that Trump was who picked out the video to be posted. They admitted this. 4, Trump and his administration history. I don't think anybody should give them the benefit of the doubt. These people have been caught in lie after lie after lie after lie. Nobody should give Trump the benefit of the doubt. So when you ask, why don't I believe a thing that Trump says out of his mouth? Because Trump is a proven liar. That's why I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. But Jesse Lee Peterson, right, just goes on and goes on and goes on. Eventually, he was successful in pivot. It starts off on Trump. Jesse don't want to criticize Trump by all means, so he pivots the conversation to something else about DEI or whatever, like raccoon talk.
If only the people of color had children and not white people, would the country get better or worse?
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, I'm asking you.
Why would only people of color have children? White people are still having children.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're declining in numbers.
What are we supposed to do about that? That's not our issue. They have to do that.
But I'm asking you, if only the people of color had children in America, would America get better or worse?
I don't know, Jesse.
Yes, you do.
Future. I can't see into the future, Jesse.
No, you do know, Jerome.
I don't know what kids today will do tomorrow.
Tell me something that the people of color have done to make America better, since white people have given them DEI.
You said DEI?
Yeah.
I don't know what DEI has to do. I mean, black people have done individual things that they wanted to do. I can't
like
sit here
what?
and list off. I can't sit here and list off accomplishments, Jesse. I'm sure they had great
You can't name one thing that the blacks have done to make America better since they received DEI.
DEI is not even a thing anymore.
That's not true. I know for a fact it's a thing.
Where?
Everywhere. We just saw you a black judge, a DEI judge.
How do you know that she's in there because of DEI?
Because she's black.
But Trump struck down DEI.
Otherwise, she wouldn't even be a judge.
So do you think Trump struck it down or not?
I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know the answer. Look like
you
I
know
heard
this, Jesse. You reported on it. I heard you report on it.
Hold on a minute. Let me ask Jared. Hold on, my producer. Jared, did Trump do that? Yes. My producer, he black, told me that Trump did take it down. But that DEI judge was already in there before the Great White Hope did that.
I don't even think it's worth dignifying whatever Jesse Lee says. I treat Jesse like a troll, right? And we treat Jesse like a troll that we laugh at. We don't debate Jesse. We don't refute Jesse. We laugh at Jesse and tell Jesse, you are dumb, and what you're saying is dumb, and you are a troll, and we're not taking it seriously. But Jesse, this conversation started off with them talking about Trump posting images of the Obamas as monkeys. And it ended with Jesse not only not criticizing Trump, but Jesse ended this conversation with damn near referring to Trump as the Messiah.
Okay, I don't care about that.
And
why
then, Jerome,
something in the past?
And then, Jerome, even though the Great White Hope has taken away DEI, the liberal white people are still going to be afraid, and they feel sorry for the blacks. They're going to let them in anyway. Is that true or not?
You all in your head. This is
I'm not.
real.
Jerome, nobody. Honestly, man, I'm telling you the truth. You know this, Jerome. You black, right?
I am black.
You know I'm telling the truth, man. So can you...
This Jesse Lee Peterson, I don't know if he's ever... I don't know if this is how he generally is, or if he's feeling tired or a bit tired, or he's a little bit lit. He had something to drink or something to smoke, I don't know, a prescription, but he just sounds a little bit slow to me.
One thing that the blacks have done to make America better since DEI.
Can you name something white people have done?
No, you can't answer the question. What a question, man.
Can you name something white people have done? You always want to sit here and put down black people.
No, that's not a put down. Black people used to be amazing, Jerome, before the whole civil rights movement happened. They were independent thinkers. They did for themselves.
They do that now. They do that now.
No, they don't. They can't do it. They blame, they beg. Affirmative action has been against the law in California, but it's still...
Everywhere. Affirmative action and DEI has been struck down.
But they don't, but the white people don't obey that law. They still get it black. But Jerome, let me tell you, man, I do appreciate your call. I would encourage you, don't be mad.
And I think you need to stop treating that man like he is daddy. I think you need to be a man. You treating that man like he's your daddy.
Who? No, he's a great white hope.
No, you call him daddy.
I don't call him daddy. I said other people call him daddy. Now you lying on me.
I can post clips where you say daddy's home.
That's a song, man.
But you said it. You sung it though.
But that was in the relationship to they calling
To
him.
him.
Jerome, hold on. They call him amazing. What manner of man is this? The wind and the sea obeys him. He tells the sea to be, the wind to be still, and it does. They call him king, and they hold king rallies around the world. Some people call him daddy, and dad is home. I call him the great white hope. Is that clear now?
No, it's not.
But how can I make you? I didn't call him daddy. I call him the great white hope.
No, you okay? Yeah, and then you sit there and you treat him like he's Jesus, talking about the wind and the seas obey him.
But
it's a little disturbing the way that you talk about this man.
But
I don't know what in the world would possess anybody to be a Jesse Lee Peterson fan, but a win is a win, okay? If he was a fan and now he's waking up to Jesse Lee, I guess a win is a win, bruh. But Jesse is exposing himself, humiliating himself day in, day out, bruh. At this point, I think the Jesse Lee Peterson experience has been kind of, like reduced to a shtick. Nobody takes him seriously. He don't have any type of political buying power. He's just,
Yeah, for him to refer to President Donald Trump as the great white hope, to me is strange because just looking at him, his ethnicity, he's not of Caucasian descent. So for him to say that Trump is the great white hope, that's a strange thing to me. And also, again, what he said before about people of African ethnicity regressing instead of progressing, that's a generalization, and you can't generalize regarding specific topics like that. You can say certain people or a percentage of people, but to generalize and say the whole black population is regressing and digressing, that's just false, because there's people of every ethnicity that you can say are regressing and digressing or progressing. So for you to generalize, that's not the correct thing to do.
a ridiculous old man on a radio show talking to two people. It's really that simple. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here.